The Second Amendment is a topic of great debate in today's society.
Many people fear that our God-given right will be taken away for others' actions.
Now we will take you back to when our founding fathers created what we know today as the Bill of Rights, specifically the Second Amendment.
All American citizens have certain unalienable rights, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. But as Americans, we also have a right to defend our fellow Americans by bearing arms.
In the Constitution, the first 10 amendments make up the Bill of Rights. James Madison, with the help of Congress, had the right to put the Bill of Rights into action on December 15, 1791.
Madison's reasoning for the bill were responses from several states for greater protections from individual rights.
Among the 10 amendments, the Second Amendment, which is the right to bear arms, was influenced by the English Bill of Rights in 1689.
The Second Amendment states that every American citizen has the right to keep and bear arms.
In the start of developing the Bill of Rights, guns were only supposed to be used in the militia, but as development went on, it expanded to all American citizens.
The question then became restrictions and who they should be against. Of course, they became criminals, children, and the mentally ill.
And with all of that, the Second Amendment was born. But with some of the recent drama, such as the Sandy Hook shootings, President Obama is threatening to take away our gun rights, saying that some Americans are unfit to own guns.
Along with the Sandy Hook shootings, the recent drama with Trayvon Martin has sparked controversy within the legal system about gun safety and usage.
But it's our job as Americans to keep our founding fathers' dreams alive. With Obama threatening our rights, many American citizens are very upset and saying that our president is indeed un-American.
In the following sound clip, you will hear two opposing views on whether or not Obama has the right to change the Second Amendment or not.
Here's the question. If the federal government, if the House and the Senate pass this legislation that the president is asking for, he signs it into law, everyone in the United States would have to obey the law. How would you avoid obeying the law?
In Texas, we're going to do everything we can, Wolf, and first off, thanks for having me on. We're going to do everything we can to call people back to the belief and the understanding that we're a constitutional republic, and that our rights do not come from Congress. Our rights come from God and are enumerated in the Constitution. What they're proposing, and here's what I really want to stress, he said that we will be judged. Our generation will be judged based on how we deal with this. Cotton candy political solutions aren't going to fix this problem.
Well, I understand what you're saying, but the question I'm asking, and I'm not getting a direct answer, Congressman, Representative, excuse me, the specific question, if it's passed by Congress, and once again, I don't know if the Congress will pass it, but if it's passed by Congress, every U.S. citizen has to obey the law. What you're proposing is that people in Texas,
we will do everything we can in the state of Texas.
But I just want to make sure your law-abiding citizens in Texas,
we will do everything we can in this. We will do everything in the state of Texas to ensure that, as Texas, we follow the United States Constitution. And if this government infringes on our Second Amendment right, which gives us the right not only to bear arms, but tells the government, the federal government, not to create any laws that infringes on those rights, we will do everything we can to push back against that.
I don't think anyone disagrees with you on that last point.
But the president's not a
violent crime. I think everybody agrees if you commit a violent crime, you should go to jail and stay in jail. And the president, in one of his recommendations,
we don't agree on it, because if the president was really serious about it, he wouldn't have taken 90% of his time talking about military, quote-unquote, military-style assault rifles, and he would have spent all of his time addressing the issue of the fact that these weapons account for less than 0.5% of crimes.
Do you want universal background checks on all gun transactions in the United States, as the president is proposing?
No, I don't.
Why?
No, I don't. At gun shows, online, we've got the technology online.
But what if some crazy guy that you just described in upstate New York wants to go to a gun show, he can go buy a gun?
Wolf, first off, that hasn't happened.
So you can see why the Second Amendment gives people rights and responsibilities that tend to be abused if not used in the right way.